Hi everyone, so for today's video, I'm going to discuss to you about one of the most famous artists in the Romantic era, and that is Francisco Goya. So he was born in March 30, 1746. He died in April 16, 1828. Biography or lifetime or timeline of the life of Francisco Goya. He was born in Fuendetodos, Aragon, Spain on March 30, 1746. His father is Jose Benito de Goya y Franque, and her mother is Gracia de Lucientes y Salvador. Their family had moved that year from the city of Zaragoza, but there is no record why. Likely Jose was commissioned to work there. They were lower middle class. They are not that royal family, they are not that poor. They are lower middle, just like us here in the Philippines. His parents were, I said that earlier. Goya was the fourth child and he had 5 other siblings. So in total, they are 6. That's too many. Moving on, Goya's career and love life are very connected because Goya began his studies in Zaragoza with Jose Luzen y Martinez, a local artist trained in Naples, and was later a pupil in Madrid of the court painter Francisco Bayo, whose sister he married in 1773. So basically, the sister of Francisco Bayo fell in love with Goya. So that is a connection of his career and his bakit her? So that is a connection of his career and his love life. Nung nagpunta na po siya sa Zaragoza, namit niya si Francisco Bayo. Si Francisco Bayo yung teacher niya. Parang yung master niya. Na nagturo sa kanya kung paano mag-paint ng professional. Tapos yung kapatid ni Francisco Bayo, which is Josefa Bayo, ayun na nga, dahil nga nagpakasal si Francisco Goya sa kapatid ni Francisco Bayo, ayun, parang si Francisco Bayo parang tinuro niya ng kapatid si Francisco Goya, kaya tinulungan niya si Goya na makapasok sa Royal Academy of Fine Art na sobrang na magiging way para tumaas yung position ni Goya sa art industry. Yan. Later in life, he said to have acknowledged 3 masters: Velasquez, Rembrandt, and above all, nature. Rembrandt's etchings were doubtless a source of inspiration for his later drawings and engravings, while the painting of Velasquez directed him to the study of nature and taught him the language of realism. Yon, realism. Expressionism, nature, lahat yun. Yun yung pinaka-focus ng romantic artworks. Ngayon Charles III, which is yung hari sa kanila noon, namatay siya noong 1788 and a few months before the outbreak of the French Revolution. Kung di nyo alam yung French Revolution, basically, yung French Revolution is yung period ng France kung saan yung mga tao parang in-overthrow nila yung monarchy and tinake over nila yung government, or parang kinontrol nila yung government imbis na yung government yung talaga nagko-control sa buong society. Parang yung mga tao doon parang nagwelga sila, tapos ayun, nagwagi sila, tapos ayun, tinokontrol nila yung government. Yung revolution na to nagsimula na 1790. Yung revolution na to nagsimula ng 1789, tapos nagtapos noong 1790s. Bago nagsimula yung French Revolution, yung people sa French, nadi-divide sila into social groups or what they call estates. So yun, nangyari lang yung French Revolution kasi hindi na kontento yung mga tao sa monarchy ng France, tsaka yung mga policy na ipinapatupad ng hari nila nun, parang nagpapaano lang ng economy nila, parang nagpapapur lang ng economy nila, ganun. So ayun, si Charles III, yung namatay na king, tapos yung sumunod sa kanya is si Charles IV. Yun, nung nasa pamamahala na ni Charles IV, si Goya naging siyang successful, mas tumaas yung position niya, naging siyang fashionable artist sa Spain, and ito pa, naging siyang director ng academy in 1795. Pero nag-resign siya 2 years later kasi itong illness na to din, parang sinasabi ng mga tao na ito daw yung dahilan kung bakit siya namatay, ganyan. Pero itong illness na to, ito yung nag-push sa kanya para makita yung realism sa arts niya, sa artworks niya. Kasi yung illness na to, ito yung nag-iwan sa kanya para maging permanently deaf noong 1792. Yun, dahil nga wala siyang marinig, nakakakita lang siya. Yung mga nawi-witness niya, parang inaano niya sa arts niya. Yun, nag-o-observe lang siya, ganun, tapos ina-express niya mismo sa artworks niya. Kaya madadama mo talaga yung emotions kapag tinignan mo yung artworks niya. Kasi siya mismo nararamdaman niya yung feelings na nangingibabaw sa senaryo na nakikita niya. Yun. So ayun nga, his art began to take on a new character which gave free expression to the observations of his searching eye and critical mind and to his newly developed faculty of imagination. Kapag naman wala kang naririnig. Ano lang, titignan mo lang yung scenario, wala kang naririnig. Siyempre, marami kang may imagine nun. madedevelop yung critical thinking mo. So, andun na tayo sa last part ng biography ni Goya, which is yung pagkamatay niya. In 1824, when the failure of an attempt to establish a liberal government had led to renewed persecution, Goya applied for permission to go to France for reasons of health. After visiting Paris, he settled in voluntary exile in Bordeaux, where he remained apart from a brief trip to Madrid until his death. So ayun, nung nag-attempt siya na mag-establish ng liberal government, hindi siya nagtagumpay kasi nga, yun nga, may sakit nga siya. Tapos nabigo siya, nag-apply siya ng permission para pumunta sa France para magpagamot. Nung binisit niya na yung Paris, nandun na siya, nagsettle na siya doon. Yun na, na siya. Hanggang sa mamatay siya, nandun na siya sa Paris. Pero nung nasa Paris na siya, kahit matanda na siya, pa rin siya, parang nag-continue siya na gumawa ng artworks, ng drawings, ng paintings, lithography. Yun, nung nasa Paris na siya, Bordeaux. Doon, hanggang sa tumanda siya, nandun siya. Hanggang sa mamatay siya, nandun siya. So, habang nandun siya, wala siyang ginagawa, wala siyang magawa sa buhay niya doon. Kasi nga, wala siyang marinig. Nagpatuloy siya na ma-record yung impressions ng mundo sa kanya. Kung ano yung nakikita niya doon, ano yung nawi-witness niya, yun yung ine-express niya through artworks niya. Yan yung paintings, drawings. Yan, nagpatuloy siya na gumawa ng mga ganun kahit na matanda na siya. Hanggang sa mamatay na siya. Yan, namatay na nga siya noong April 16, 1828. 4 years siyang nasa Paris. So 4 years na yon, nagpatuloy lang siyang i-express yung scenario, yung impressions ng mundo sa kanya, yung impression na ipinapakita ng mundo sa kanya. Nagpatuloy lang siya na i-express yun, ibahagi yun through his artworks. Yan. So, move on na tayo. Artistic style. So, artistic style ni Francisco Goya, syempre, dahil artist siya from Romantic era, syempre, yung style ng artworks niya ay pang romanticism din. Ano ba yung characteristics ng romanticism? Ano ba yung characteristics ng romanticism? Ano ba yung style nun? So, ito, Goya occupies a unique position within the history of Western art and is often cited as both an old master and the first truly modern artist. His art embodies romanticism, emphasis on subjectivity, imagination, and emotion, characteristics reflected most notably in his prints and later private paintings. Romanticism, ito yung nakafocus sa subjectivity, imagination, emotion, expressionism, etc. Yun. So, yun mismo yung artistic style ni Goya. Yung mga artworks ni Goya, kung makikita nyo, kung mapapansin nyo, ano talaga siya, nagpo-focus siya sa realism, sa nature, tsaka napaka-unique niya. Meron pa siyang etchings, iba-iba. Meron oil canvas, etchings, paintings. Meron pa nga siyang self-portrait. Yun. Basta madami. Yung last paintings niya, nag-include siya ng mga genre, subjects, and several portraits of friends. Yun, mga portraits ng friends niya, yung ginawa niya. Katulad nila Don Juan Bautista de Miguel, Leandro Fernandez de Moralin, and Don Jose Pio de Molina, which show the final development of his style toward a synthesis of form and character in terms of light and shade, without outline or detail and with a minimum of color. Kahit yun lang yun, napakasimple. Madadama mo talaga yung emotion na pinoportray niya kasi sobrang dark niya tingnan. Kasi kung ano yung nami-witness ni Goya nun, sa moment na yun, yun yung pinint niya, yun yung dinroll niya, yun yung in-express niya sa artwork niya. Yung violent and tragic na events na na-witness niya nung ano pa lang siya, nung may sakit siya, nung wala siya narinig, are represented not with documentary realism but in dramatic compositions, in line and acquainted with brutal details that create a vivid effect on authenticity. Yun, parang mas dramatic na yung composition niya kasi nga sobrang violent and tragic nung na-witness niyang scene. Yan. So, moving on. Sa last part, ito na yung artworks ni Francisco Goya. Self-portrait ni Francisco Goya. Sa makikita nyo, black and white lang talaga siya. Walang color, walang any color. Tapos, ito na. Pinaint niya din si Francisco Bayo, yung master niya. Tapos, pinaint niya din yung asawa niya na si Josefa Bayo, pero hindi ko na nailagay dito kasi masyado madami. Ito naman, Lequemal Moreira, of what ill will he die? Yan, yung may sakit na siya, yan yung ginagawa niya. Ito naman, the family of Charles IV. Kung naalala nyo, si Charles IV nga, Charles IV nga, siya yung tumulong kay Goya para mapataas yung position niya. Tapos ito naman, The Conjuring. Kung alam niyo yung movie na The Conjuring, parang ka-vibes niya to. Or The Witches, El Conjuro or Las Brujas. Yan. Kung makikita niyo, sobrang siya. Ang creepy niya tingnan. Dark yung emotion na ipinapakita niya. Ito naman, yung etching niya na No More. Mula sa series ng The Disasters of War by Francisco Goya. Itong etching na to, sobrang neto. Ito yung sinabi ko kanina na na-witness niya na brutal, na violent na scene. Makita niyo naman, sobrang dark niya. Sobrang nakakaano feeling. Nakakasad, basta mararamdaman mo na lang talaga. Ito namang The Executions. Eto din, violent din to. Tingnan niyo yung mga tao. Pinututukan sila ng baril. Diba yung tension, mararamdaman mo? Yung intensity ng scene. Thank you so much for listening.